Abandon measurement of the self. Don't be sorry because you find yourself in a situation you don't like or you're not where you want to be. Let go of all that. Freedom is your true nature, and it always has been, ever since the day you came into the world. But what has changed since then? What has changed since you were a happy little kid content with living? Now only one thing. You're getting trapped by your mind. You're allowing your thoughts to intrude upon your inner self, and you're living in a dimension that doesn't belong to reality. You're stuck in a fictional world, a world that doesn't exist. You're continually living and experiencing situations that will never happen in the real world. Every day, our minds produce more than 4,000 thoughts, and of these, over 75% are negative. This means our thoughts are virtually useless. But how should we behave then? Most people believe that the solution to this problem is to suppress or deny their thoughts, but this is the wrong approach because we're continuing to identify with them. What you should do instead is simply observe them. Separate your being from your mind and carefully watch the thoughts as they come. Don't judge them and don't react. Just be present. You'll enter into the state of your true nature. You'll understand that you are a separate entity from your mind. You'll understand that the problem isn't you, but rather the thoughts themselves. Never allow your thoughts to take over your inner self. Learn to observe what's happening in your mind and don't try to change anything. Even a wise person can become angry, agitated, depressed, or envious, but they realize they're in that state and consequently don't react. They don't worry. They realize it's all a lie of the mind, and the more they reaffirm this process over time, the freer they become. They have no more worries. They live in the present, and they are at peace. A wise person doesn't compare themselves to others. They don't worry about what's happening in places where they're not present, and they don't have emotional reactions to situations where they have no control, like the weather, politics, a soccer game, or negative news on TV. Instead, they work on themselves and elevate their existence by competing only against themselves. How can a mind completely immersed in the present have problems in this life? Initially, you'll encounter great difficulty in tuning into your spiritual energy. You'll feel confused and insecure, but that's normal. It's a gradual process. You'll reach a point where nothing can really hurt you or bother you. The hate you felt for some people will vanish, conflicts with your family will cease, and the constant comparisons you made with others, causing you stress, will lose their value. There will be no more attempts to win something or outdo someone. You'll be in full contact with your being. You'll be free. When you find yourself in a situation of anger, despair, or stress, you'll be able to remain clear-headed because you'll understand that state isn't happening to you, but rather outside of you. Nothing bad can truly happen to you and your true nature. No insult, no provocation, no judgment can touch you. When you deeply connect with your soul, it will be a challenging process, but it will be absolutely worth it. Meditation can help you a lot on this spiritual journey. By meditating, you'll rediscover the essence of your being, practice staying in the present moment, rediscover your true power, and find the deep meaning of life. You exist as absolute reality, as pure consciousness. The mind has nothing to do with your nature. What no one has the courage to tell you is that life is easy. Problems don't exist. We create and chase them. In the eternal present moment, there's no difficulty, no negativity. Reality is neutral, and all the meaning we attribute to it is up to us. You can accept it, be intrigued by it, explore it, understand how it works, love it, embrace it. Or you can choose to be angry about it, demand it to go your way, and wait for it to change so you can become happy. Reality is silence, not words. You're the light in a dark world. The universe is your friend and has no interest in harming you. Our only enemy is called ego. Your only enemy is your own thoughts, and you will have found the access to eternal peace. Realize that the mind is just a bunch of thoughts about the past and worries about a future that probably will never come. The mind is only this, while the heart is much more. The heart is the center of calm and tranquility. It's the fruit of all your most beautiful memories and your strongest emotions in life. It's what creates true connections and what makes you alive. When you develop a loving awareness, life will truly begin to become worth living. You'll be connected to something greater, and you'll love everything because everything is part of this universe. You'll become the observer of your existence, and every moment will be a life experience. Becoming the observer of your own mind is one of the most difficult skills to learn. It'll require a lot of practice and conscious effort. You'll need to become aware not only of your thoughts, but also of your subtle emotions, impulses, and feelings. This is because most of our behaviors in life have always been automatic, keeping our attention so busy that we can't even realize what we're thinking or doing. It'll be a long process, but there will be nothing more worthwhile than all of this. Fear is the only evil. It's all we need to eliminate. And as Gilbert Chesterton, an ancient English writer, said, one can come to know even the cosmos, but not their own ego. Their own self is truly further than any other star. Thank you for watching. See you very soon, and until then, be wise.